This is the incredible story of Martin Pistorius, a man from South Africa who was trapped in his own body for 12 long years. How did this happen? It begins when Martin Pistorius was a normal, healthy 12-year-old boy living with his parents and two siblings in Johannesburg. It was the late 1980s, a time when his life was filled with the typical joys and activities of a young boy. He went to school, played with friends. One day, he came home from school feeling unwell. He complained of a sore throat and chills, symptoms that seemed like a common flu. Little did anyone know that this seemingly ordinary illness would dramatically change Martin's life forever. His condition rapidly deteriorated, and within months his body began to shut down. He lost the ability to move and eventually became paralyzed. Doctors were baffled by the condition. He was breathing and his eyes were open, but he could neither speak nor make eye contact. It was as if he had become a living corpse. The medical community was at a loss, unable to pinpoint the cause of his sudden and severe decline. Eventually, they concluded that Martin had fallen into a vegetative state, a form of coma where the patient is awake but not aware of their surroundings. The doctors informed them that Martin had very little time left and could die at any moment. Martin's parents were heartbroken. Their son was physically present but mentally absent, trapped in a state of complete helplessness. Rodney, Martin's father, took on the responsibility of caring for his son, waking up every 2 hours at night to attend to his needs. Despite the bleak prognosis, something remarkable was happening within Martin. After about 4 years in this vegetative state, Martin began to regain consciousness. It started gradually. He felt as though there was smoke in his brain, like he was in a dream. Slowly but surely, Martin came back to full consciousness. However, a new and harrowing challenge awaited him. Martin was fully aware of his surroundings, but he was completely paralyzed. He could not speak or move, and he had no way to communicate with the outside world. Trapped in his own body, Martin's mind was fully functional. He could hear everything, see everything, and feel every emotion, but no one knew he was conscious. He was a prisoner in his own body, living a nightmare that seemed never-ending. For the next 8 years, Martin existed in this state of silent suffering. He watched his life continued around him, unable to participate or make his presence known. He described this experience as being like a ghost, present in the world but invisible to those around him. His family had no idea that Martin was aware of everything happening around him. During this time, Martin experienced a wide range of emotions. He felt happiness, sadness, anger, and frustration, but he had no outlet for these feelings. One particularly painful moment occurred when his mother, overwhelmed by the situation, shouted at him, expressing her wish for his death. She had no idea that Martin could hear her and that her words cut deep into his heart. Despite the immense suffering, Martin's father never gave up on him. Rodney continued to care for Martin with unwavering dedication. Additionally, a caregiver named Verna Vanderwalt played a crucial role in Martin's life. She sensed that there was more to Martin's condition than met the eye. When Martin was 25 years old, a miraculous breakthrough occurred. Verna, the caregiver, noticed subtle signs that Martin was conscious and aware. She convinced the family to take him to the hospital for further evaluation. Medical tests confirmed that Martin was indeed conscious and had been for many years. This revelation was nothing short of miraculous. With this newfound knowledge, Martin began a slow but steady journey towards communication and recovery. He underwent various therapies and was introduced to a computer system that allowed him to communicate. For the first time in over a decade, Martin could express his thoughts and emotions. He shared his incredible story with the world, revealing the torment and isolation he had endured. Martin's story didn't end with his ability to communicate. Determined to make the most of his life, he pursued an education in computer science and started his own web company. His resilience and determination were truly inspiring. Martin also found love and married Joanna, a friend of his sister, and moved to the UK to start a new life.